With new Quick Curl Barbie Beauty Center, you do quick, curl, hairdos. Any styles you choose, no wetting, no setting. With Quick Curl hair, you swirl it, you curl it. Makeup too, lashes, blusher, shadow, lipstick. You can do it. That was fast.
Hello doll fans and welcome back to Beauty Inside a Box. Today we are talking about the history and evolution of the Barbie styling head. The Barbie styling head has been a staple of the Barbie line since the 1970s. And I'm sure many of my viewers have owned a Barbie styling head at some point. I personally have actually never owned a Barbie styling head. I always found the fact that it's like a decapitated head a bit freaky. Like, where's its body? But I can still appreciate how iconic the Barbie styling head is. And I actually used to have a Little Mermaid styling head when I was a kid. But the hair quality was really bad. Anyway, if you love dolls as much as I do, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, check me out on Instagram and TikTok, and also consider supporting me on Patreon. I have loads of exclusive videos on my Patreon. Supporting me would give me the financial freedom to create even more videos. Support starts from just $3 and I'd really appreciate it. Now, I had a look to see if there were any like play styling heads before Barbie created one. And I did find one that was called the Juliet Styling Salon, but I couldn't find any concrete evidence of when it came out, although a lot of listings for it online seem to think it was from the 60s, which would mean it predated the first Barbie styling head. In any case, other than possibly this Juliet toy and styling heads being used for training purposes in salons, it seems like this was a pretty original idea when Barbie first released a styling head. The first Barbie styling head was introduced in 1971, and it was called the Barbie Beauty Center. Doesn't she look absolutely stunning? She came with makeup that you could put on the styling head and also use on yourself, as well as loads of hair play accessories. Her hair was styled into a short, fluffy bob. The head was kind of weirdly placed onto this like tray without any shoulders. It looks kind of odd to me. Yeah, instead of shoulders, she had this tray where you could keep all the accessories. In 1974, a quick curl Barbie Beauty Center was released. This was incredibly similar to the previous one, except it had the quick curl gimmick. This was a gimmick where the doll had like wiry hair, so if you curled it, it would hold its shape. This styling head also started the tradition of Barbie dolls having a corresponding styling head. I also discovered this incredibly rare Miss America variant. There wasn't another styling head until 1977 when the Superstar Fashion Face was released. It had the same base as the Barbie Beauty Center, but the face was updated to look more like the Superstar Barbie face. She had longer hair than previous styling heads to keep up with the style of the time. A Christie version was also released with her yellow colour scheme. In 1980, the Golden Dreams Barbie fashion face was released. This time, the base was white with gold detailing, and she came with pink and gold accessories, including some very 70s sunglasses. Around this time, a prototype for an incredibly creepy-looking Barbie and Ken styling head set was created, but it was cancelled before it could be released, and thank goodness, because this thing looks really weird. In 1983, Pose Me Pretty Barbie styling head was released. Her gimmick was the ability to turn her head from side to side, which actually looks kind of cursed.
Look at me, Barbie. Ooh, love it when you...
This was the first Barbie styling head to give Barbie shoulders, but she still had her little tray as well for the accessories. Barbie's hair became bigger and curlier than ever before as she entered the 80s. She also had a very 80s pink plastic ruffle around her shoulders and a pink rose choker. In 1986, the Make Me Pretty Barbie styling head was released, and this set really solidified what a Barbie styling head is. It no longer had the tray for her accessories, but it kept her pink plastic ruffle around her shoulders. She had big curly 80s hair and a very 80s massive pink lacy bow. And this styling head must have been really popular because I could find versions of it with box dates from 1986 all the way through to 1999. In 1987, as part of the Perfume Pretty line, the Perfume Pretty Styling Center was released. This set came with a bottle of perfume. In 1988, the Barbie Color Change Styling Head was released, and this used water instead of makeup, which probably removed a lot of the mess. Ugh, I'm such a boring adult focusing on the mess. In 1992, a styling head with hands was released. You could paint the nails of the hands. And this was also the first Barbie styling head I could find that actually used the name styling head. Before, they'd all been called like Fashion Face or Beauty Center. A second version was released as part of the Totally Hair line, and this one had long, crimped hair. The Totally Hair Barbie doll is the most successful Barbie doll ever. And so, in an attempt to recreate the success, the 90s had a big focus on hairplay gimmicks, which would work perfectly for the Barbie styling headline. In fact, also in 1992, Hollywood Hair Barbie styling head was released with a color change gimmick. In 1993, a glitter hair Barbie styling head was released, which came with glitter hair gel. In 1994, Cut and Style Barbie styling head was released, which came with 3 extra hair pieces. In 1995, Jewel Hair Mermaid Barbie styling head was released, and she came with sparkly stick-on stars. I think the Jewel Hair Mermaid Barbie is possibly my favourite Barbie line. They're just iconic. Since 1976, most of the Barbie styling heads have a black variant, but the Jewel Hair Mermaid Barbie line was the first line to have a Teresa styling head. In 1996, Hula Hair Barbie, Teresa and Christy styling heads were released. They had beautiful colourful hair and clip-on flowers. It looks like Christy uses the same face mould as Teresa here, which is interesting. The 80s plastic ruffle around her shoulders has completely disappeared and been replaced with a sweetheart neckline. In 1997, Bead Blast Barbie styling head was released, and she came with beads you could clip into Barbie's hair. A brunette version was also released. In 1998, a Happening Hair Barbie styling head was released, and she had a color change gimmick once again. In 1999, a Cool Clips Barbie styling head was released. This time, her face mold would be changed to match the Generation Girls face mold, which Barbie used for most of the 2000s. Interestingly, the images on the box appear to still use the Superstar face mold. She also had a new molded plastic top. This one had little kind of lacy details on the top. In 2000, a Style and Colour Barbie styling head was released, which seemed to be just a repackaged version of the Cool Clips Barbie head. I also found an incredibly confusing Barbie styling head from the year 2000. The styling head itself looks incredibly 80s, but the packaging obviously uses the 2000 Barbie art style. In fact, the styling head is exactly the same as the Make Me Pretty Barbie styling head from 1986. Mattel must have just had loads of that styling head left in a warehouse or something, so they just kept repackaging it. In 2001, the Color Curls Barbie styling head was released, and again, this styling head was incredibly similar to the Cool Clips Barbie styling head, but this time you could curl the colourful hair extensions. In 2002, Hip Highlights Barbie styling head was released, and this one was basically exactly the same again as the Cool Clips Barbie styling head, except the hair pieces were more natural hair colours. A Barbie as Rapunzel styling head was also released. Sadly, we never got one for Barbie and the Nutcracker. The Get Glam Barbie styling head was also released, and this one could talk. It said 35 different phrases when you clicked the star just on her chest. In 2003, a Cool Crimpin' Barbie styling head was released, and this one had the ability to crimp her hair. She was also the first Barbie styling head to have rooted eyelashes. A Swan Lake Barbie styling head was also released. In 2004, a Fairytopia styling head was released, and I, interestingly enough, think this might have the longest hair of any Barbie styling head. Kind of random that it's this one, but her hair is so long. She also had fairy wings. The Primp and Polish Barbie styling head was also released, and this set saw the return of Barbie's hands. In 2005, a Barbie as Rapunzel wedding styling head was released. A Fashion Fever Barbie styling head was released, and this set saw the return of the tray for Barbie's accessories. We haven't seen that since the early 80s. She also used a face mold, which I think looks very similar to the Mackie face mold. We also got a Kayla version, which was the only time Kayla got a styling head. A Cali Girls styling head was also released. We also got our first horse styling head for the Barbie and the Magic of Pegasus movie. The gimmicks really kick into overdrive after this point. I think Barbie was struggling to remain relevant in the 2000s because of increased competition from other doll lines. In 2006, we got our second horse styling head with Glam and Groom Tawny. We also got the Grow and Style Fashion Fever Barbie styling head. She had a section of hair which could grow longer and shorter. And Hilary Duff was in the advert for this styling head. Iconic.
Be who you want to be, girl. Barbie girl. I like your style, Barbie girl.
The Barbie Fashion Fever Stylin' Purse was also released, and this set came with a massive plastic bag you could put the styling head inside. A 12 Dancing Princesses Barbie styling head was released. Sadly, you don't get 12 styling heads. They only released one, and a black variant. I also thought I'd mention that they did make a Barbie Princess and the Pauper styling head, but I couldn't figure out which year this was released. I don't think it was the same year the film came out. And sadly, they never made an Erica styling head. In 2007, we got the Fashion Fever Barbie styling head set with Barbie and her friend. For some reason, we see a lot more of their bodies for this set. They're like cut off around the waist. We also got the Barbie Glamour Pets set, which featured Barbie holding a little dog. They also used a new Barbie face mold for this set, which looked very similar to the kind of 2007 Barbie face mold, which was a very unpopular face mold and was quickly retired soon after this. We also got probably the most creepy Barbie styling head in history. This is the Barbie as the Island Princess styling head. She had a weird rubber face, and she could move her mouth when she spoke and sang. She also came with loads of kind of creepy looking animals. In 2008, a Barbie Mary Poser styling head was released, and she came with a little tool which could twist her hair. She also came with beautiful butterfly hair accessories. The Candy Glam styling station was also released, which had a tool to mix your own lip gloss. A Totally Hair Barbie styling head was also released, and I had no idea that the Totally Hair Barbie line had a comeback in 2008. I really want this doll. The How To Hair styling head was also released, and this set came with little cards which taught you how to make different hairstyles. In 2009, the Wedding Day Sparkle styling head was released, and she was obviously dressed for her wedding. She even came with a ring, but she didn't have any hands to put the ring on, which I feel like is a missed opportunity. In the 2010s, the Barbie styling heads just became more of the same. They all look very, very similar. They're hard to tell apart. I actually had a lot of trouble trying to tell these styling heads apart. But there are some outliers, like in 2011, the Hairtastic Barbie styling head was released. This one came with hair pieces and it even had a drawer underneath to store her accessories. In 2012, the all dolled up Barbie styling head was released with a color change gimmick. In 2015, the Barbie Deluxe styling head was released, and this was the first styling head to use the Millie face mold. In 2018, a unicorn styling head was also released, and the unicorn got rooted eyelashes for some reason. In 2019, the Barbie Rainbow Sparkle styling head was released, and this line included the first styling head to have afro hair. In 2020, a Dreamtopia Barbie styling head was released with a mermaid's tail sticking out the back. I'm surprised they didn't think of this before. Also in 2020, a Glitter Hair Deluxe Barbie styling head was released with a unicorn horn headband. Cringe. In 2021, another talking Barbie styling head was released. The same year, a Barbie extra version was released, and she came with a fluffy boa. Love that. In 2023, the Barbie mini styling heads were released. These were a more compact budget option. They were only 15 centimeters tall. A fairy tale styling head was also released. In 2024, a unicorn styling head was released. In 2025, a color reveal styling head was released. But the reveal element is very limited. I think it's just some of her hair accessories. You can like reveal what they look like. Kind of lame. Other than that, in recent years, most of the Barbie styling heads have been incredibly generic and uninteresting. They all look exactly the same. So there we have it, doll fans. We spoke about the history and evolution of the Barbie styling head. And also the kind of sad decline of the Barbie styling head. I think the ones that they make today are kind of boring. Anyway, let me know what you think of the Barbie styling head in the comments down below. Also, don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel if you're new here. Check me out on Instagram and TikTok. Also, don't forget to consider supporting me on Patreon. It would mean a lot. And have a great day, doll fans. I'll see you real soon. Thank you to Siren Kelly, Sunny, Bobby and Cheryl, Imani, Tracy, Jico, Patty Heiss, Anna, Jordan, Cynthia, Raina Ray, Petra, Desi, Michael, @dolls_on-the-go, Jasper, Laterion Donnell, Lillian Lish, Michael and Russ, Amber Rodriguez, Natalie, Doreen, Lexi, Jeremy, Sharon, Angelique, and Spooky Mama Baker. And thank you to all my other Patreon supporters. Your support means everything.